Another year of the NFL season. Another year of fun, exciting matchups. Another year of terrible dumpster fires, duking it out on Thursday night. Another year of having optimism and hope your team can finally reach immortality. Another year of soul-crushing losses that haunt you for years. Hello, and welcome to my NFC predictions for the upcoming 2024 NFL season. The NFL is only a mere 2 weeks away, and I need to make predictions, damn it, because they're fun and also fun to look back on. And not to toot my own horn, but I correctly predicted the Super Bowl match last year in August of the Chiefs versus Niners. I also said the Niners would win, but that's beside the point. Last year's history, this year's a mystery. Gosh, I hope this season is better than last year's one. Anyways, let's preview the teams and make the predictions. The Lions in 2023 greatly surprised everyone, including Lions fans, with their 12-5 record. Yes, a lot of people thought they would do better, but 12 wins and a championship appearance, and nearly making a Super Bowl appearance, not a lot of people saw that coming. Speaking of that championship game, not good. This year is going to be tougher for the Motor City. No longer are they the underdog Lions team. They got to prove once again they are a top team in this league. They started by re-signing their top guys and getting some help in free agency, and drafting top corner Terrion Arnold in the first round. Will they replicate their 2023 season? We shall see. The Vikings are entering a new era in Minnesota, out with the old, in with the new, with their new quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. The Michigan Wolverine has raised a lot of talk. If he was overdrafted, is he really that good? I don't know, I'm not an analyst. Only way to find out is to see him play. And once he does, he will have some great help. Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson. The defense also looks pretty good. And the additions they got in free agency look great as well. The loss of Danielle Hunter does hurt, but getting pass rusher Jonathan Grenard and Andrew Van Ginkel in free agency, and of course drafting arguably the best pass rusher in the draft, Dallas Turner, does help amazingly. And getting the very underrated linebacker Blake Cashman helps as well. I don't think this team will be a playoff team this year. However, if their draft picks pan out, this team could be very good in a year or two.
I just wanted my cheese.
Love is in the air, and Love just got a lot of money. Yeah, he may have gotten that money a little early, but this was his 4th year he just played, so the Packers kind of did that situation to themselves. Anyways, this team got really hot late in the year, blew out the Cowboys in the wild card, and had a competitive game with the Super Bowl losers, the San Francisco 49ers. They could have won, but Love threw a bad pass. However, Love was a big reason they made it here in the first place, so I'll give him a pass. For now. This team has basically gotten a bit better than last year. Wide receiver core looks solid. O-line, I think, got a little bit better. Bakhtiari is gone, but to be honest, he barely played. Great player, but he was very injury prone. I like the draft they did, and I like the McKinney pickup, and I expect this team to be back in the playoffs in January. Caleb Williams. Yep, Killer Williams. He's a bear. And damn, he's got good help. DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Roma Dunze, Cole Kmet, DeAndre Swift, Khalil Herbert, lots and lots of help. Hopefully that O-line is good. I like a lot of things the Burrs did this offseason, but unfortunately their coach is still Matt Eberflus. Yes, I know you could say he hasn't had a fair chance. However, I think he's mid, and they probably should have gotten a new head coach to start out with Caleb Williams, because if they suck and they get a new head coach in 2 years, it's going to be way harder for Williams to thrive in the NFL. But what the fuck do I know?
Now let me see your war face! Ah! Bullshit! You didn't convince me!
Washington is rather interesting to say the least. I don't know if this team is going to be absolute hot garbage or surprisingly good. It keeps me up at night thinking about it. But let me break it down for you. Jaden Daniels likely starts. Their O-line got a bit better. Brian Robinson is a solid back. Eckler's getting old. Scary Terry is still consistently good. Little Luke McCaffrey is already wide receiver 3. And they have Zach Ertz. Wow. Defense is interesting. Their D-line looks to be pretty good. Linebackers look decent. And their secondary, unless Emmanuel Forbes takes a big step, is probably going to get cooked. And Dan Quinn is there as their head coach. This team is one of the wackiest teams I've seen in a while. They have Austin Eckler, Bobby Wagner, Zach Ertz, Marcus Mariota, and Christian McCaffrey's little brother, all head coached by Dan Quinn. For the Commanders, this feels like a team from Madden 17, but the year is simmed to 2021. Wacky-ass franchise, man.
Man, I'm walking here!
Another year, another try with Big Dan Jones. Seriously, how has this dude lasted this long? I mean, good for him for getting his bag, but man, the Giants have wasted years Anyhow, they traded for Brian Burns, and their D-line actually looks like it could do some damage. Losing McKinney does sting, so hopefully Deontay Banks can develop more as a corner, because man, they need help. Their O-line could be fine this year, actually. It appears Evan Neal is not a starter, and this is good for Giants fans' health. And honestly, Saquon leaving does hurt, but the rookie Malik Neighbors could make an even bigger impact than Saquon ever did. It appears this dude is already really good and is cooking NFL starters without playing his first game. And you slot Malik Neighbors in that wide receiver core, the wide receiver core for the Giants? Doesn't look bad. Who knows? Maybe he can kickstart Daniel Jones' career again.
You see, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns, and those who dig.
Dallas, Dallas, Dallas. Oh, how you drive me so wacky. Specifically Jerry Jones, how you drive me so wacky. And your own fan base. Another heartbreaking playoff loss. This team looks very different. Half of the O-line is gone. Starting running back is gone. Michael Gallup retired. Longtime linebacker Leighton Vander Esch retired. Defensive lineman Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler, Jonathan Hankins, Neville Gallimore, all gone. And Stephon Gilmore is gone. Holy cow, that's a lot. I don't know if that's the most departures from a team in 2024. It's got to be top 3 at least. It doesn't help that CeeDee Lamb needs a new contract. Dak needs a new contract. Micah's going to get a fat contract, and longtime Cowboy DeMarcus Lawrence becomes a free agent after this year. And of course, they have a coach who's going to stay longer than he needs to be and probably slowly lose the locker room. Woo boy! That's a lot on the plate for Jerry Jones. As I'm recording this, CeeDee Lamb is not signed, but I'll imagine he is signed by the time this video is released. And Dak? I got no idea. However, they did make one signing this offseason that I thought was pretty good. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right! Ezekiel is back! And he's about to EAT the competition. 15 yards per carry, 5 touchdowns a game, heartburn on the sidelines, the world cannot handle Ezekiel. Transition. In conclusion, this team is weaker, but still pretty good. I think they should be a wildcard team and make the playoffs, but then, well, you know. After starting off 10-1 and finishing 11-6 and collapsing in the wild-card round to the Pirates of the Caribbean, the Eagles needed to rehaul this offseason, and they sure did by bringing in longtime Giants running back Saquon Barkley, to the cry and dismay of Giants fans everywhere. They were indeed really pissed. They also signed Jets pass rusher Bryce Huff, who's coming off a 10-sack season, and they also traded Hassan Reddick for a third-rounder. So basically, they got Bryce Huff and a third-rounder for Hassan Reddick. And looking how Reddick is sitting out for a contract, the Eagles seem to have made the smart move. With these additions, Jalen Hurts and the offense can create a new identity and surely get back into winning games. For the most part. The Atlanta Falcons finally made a big move since blowing the fuck out of that Super Bowl.
Toss to White. He's in. Patriots win the Super Bowl. Brady has his 5th.
They got Kirk Cousins. Wild card loss secured. Just kidding. Not really. The Falcons are actually in a really great spot. O-line is very good. Bijan will finally be used correctly, I hope. Kyle Pitts will also be used correctly, I think. God, Arthur Smith. I know head coaching is hard, man, but what were you thinking last year? The defense is solid. Could have been better if they drafted a defensive end in the draft, but they drafted Michael Penix instead. Ha ha ha! Yeah. But fortunately, they actually just traded for Matthew Judon, which is a very good pickup, and they just signed Justin Simmons, which is great for their secondary. Yeah, this team has a very good chance of winning the division, so don't blow it up, guys. This team is kind of in a state of just being okay. Not a good situation to be in. Not good enough to win playoff games, not bad enough to get a generational talent. Just stuck being okay. And the management is too afraid to pull the trigger. But hey, this year could be different. Derek Carr's healthy, Kamara's back, defense looks good. Let's see what the Saints fans think. Oh, that's not good. Nothing really bad to say about Tampa. Baker overachieved, brought them to the playoffs, and actually won a game. Now, I fully expect Tampa to have a similar season as to what they did last year, 8 to 9 wins, possibly a wildcard team. This time, I expect the division to be at least a little bit better. At least I hope so. So yeah, overall, keep doing your thing, Florida men. This is bar none the saddest franchise in the NFL right now. Not even 9 years ago, the Panthers had Cam Newton at his peak and had Hall of Fame linebacker Luke Kuechly in his prime, boasting a 15-1 record, steamrolling the Seahawks and Cardinals in the playoffs, only to get smacked around by the Broncos for 60 minutes, despite the Broncos doing their best Weekend at Bernie's impression with Peyton Manning. Flash forward 9 years, they traded 2 first-round picks and DJ Moore get the first overall pick, and those picks ended up being possible generational talent Caleb Williams and Darnell Wright, who could be a very good tackle. And they also gave away a second-rounder in 2025 for Bryce Young. 5'10", 190-pound Bryce Young. Now, I don't want to fully crap on Bryce Young. The team was awful last year. Not even Stroud could save that team. But damn, the Panthers got fleeced plain and simple. I still have hope for Bryce Young. I think he could turn it around, but even if he does, the management on this team is awful. Hopefully the new head coach hire of Dave Canales will turn out good, but who knows? Wish you luck. And wish you luck, Bryce Young, because it's going to be tough again this year. Kyler Murray is back. He's healthy and he's got a new best friend in Marvin Harrison Jr., who will likely be an absolute beast and cook corners for years to come. Hopefully. They got head coach Murr back for round 2, and they got nice weapons in James Conner, rookie Trey Benson, Michael Wilson, and Trey McBride. Team is not there yet, but I like what they're building with their roster. Maybe a borderline wildcard team. We shall see. The Seahawks are in quite an interesting spot. Their overall team is actually pretty good on both sides, offense and defense. Their secondary especially taken a big step last year. And if their 2 tackles didn't get hurt early in the year, we may have seen them as a wildcard team. Now, I don't expect this team to be amazing or anything, but I could see them getting around 8 to 10 wins. I like the new head coach hire in Mike McDonald. You will be missed. But after this year, if they get a rookie QB in the draft, this team could be really good, especially if whatever rookie QB they get pans out. No diss to Geno Smith. He's done well, but he ain't going to be a Seahawk forever. So overall, they're doing good things down in Seattle. The Rams were one of my favorite teams to watch last year. Many games were entertaining. Matt Stafford squashed the washed allegations. And of course, rookie wide receiver Puka Nacua took the NFL by storm. Now this team actually looks better than last year. More help on the O-line. Colby Turner is entering his second year after a very good rookie year. And I like the rookie defensive ends they drafted in Jared Verse and Braden Fisk. Now we gotta address the elephant in the room. Aaron Donald is gone. He is no more. He is retired. And that's a huge loss. We gotta see how the Rams respond to this, because he was still really good in his last year. But I trust the coaching staff and the players to bring these guys back to the playoffs. So good luck, men. The San Francisco 49ers. I need to rant. What is the point, San Fran, of anything you guys do? Build a super team just to get embarrassed by Kansas City twice in the Super Bowl? Kyle Shanahan, I think you're a great coach, man, but my God, in the Super Bowl, I want to scratch my eyes out. Too safe with the ball. You're playing Patrick Mahomes, not Jared Goff. Get aggressive. There's times for being safe and aggressive. Being safe against Mahomes ain't gonna cut it, bub. And my goodness, Andy Reid must have a field day when he plays you. He coaches circles around you every time you face him. And how did you not know the overtime rules? How did you forget that? I thought you were super duper smart. Andy Reid cooked your ass 2 times. Dos, times in the Super Bowl. And I'm not a Niners fan or anything, but I wanted this team to win because I like a lot of their players. McCaffrey, Kittle, Warner, Trent Williams, Bosa, Drake Greenlaw, Chase Young. But no, you guys choked again. So congratulations. You got Leonard Floyd in free agency. Congrats. He's actually a pretty good player. I don't know why I'm being sarcastic. He actually is pretty good. But you lost Chase Young, and you're probably losing Brandon Ayuk. But you guys will still be good. Don't worry. You guys will still be good. You're going to get 12 wins and make the playoffs, and eventually lose in the playoffs. Because why would this year be any different? Alright, now to give my predictions on the seedings. The first seed will be the San Francisco 49ers with a 12-5 record. Number 2 seed will be the Philadelphia Eagles with an 11-6 record. 3rd seed is the Green Bay Packers with an 11-6 record. 4th seed is the Atlanta Falcons with a 10-7 record. The first wildcard team is the Dallas Cowboys with a 10-7 record. The second wildcard team will be the Los Angeles Rams with also a 10-7 record. And the 7th seed will be the Detroit Lions with a 9-8 record. And you know what? While we're here, let's do some predictions for the playoffs. Why not? Who cares? In the wildcard round, we get Packers, Rams, Dallas Falcons, Lions, Eagles. In my opinion, I think Packers win, Dallas wins, and the Eagles win. In the divisional round, we get Dallas versus the Niners and Packers versus the Eagles. And I got Packers and Niners. And then we have the championship game in the NFC. Packers versus Niners. And you know what I got? I got the goddamn Green Bay Packers getting their revenge and going to the Super Bowl for the NFC. And there you have it. The NFC is being represented by the Green Bay Packers. If you want to find out who the Packers are facing, then watch my AFC video. It's probably going to come out in a few days. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your day.